but I am very happy to see 369 lock in the Aatrox, mainly because the one worry for TES is sort of damage fall off, right? Talia, not really the most reliable damage in the mid lane position compared to a lot of those other mages.
That your composition is attempting to bring to the table. And so instead, it looks like we're going to see JJ heading down towards the bottom side. 369. He's going in, okay.
Oh my god, he's going in with the World Ender. Gets a ton of damage down onto Gala. No summoners really burn there, but you get the ultimate out of the Aatrox, so makes it a lot less scary of a lane to deal with.
But so good later on, especially now that you've got yourself a situation where, hey, 369 gets on top of a tower on the split push, he can just begin to melt through those. Talia also pretty good on a side lane in the league at the moment.
Well, we might just see the pop come here as Rookie goes in for a bit of a shuffle, but Kareem dodges it. When becomes Lightning is going to land on Rookie as well. Gonna have to burn the flash over the sides of himself, but JJ goes in. The Slippering Stones are gonna stun up JJ. He has to burn his flash as well. The Crescent Guard down. JJ gonna Vault Breaker himself to safety, but Kareem and Kanavi make it costly for the IG mid-jungle duo. As another sided shove lands, in goes the Sand Soldiers with the Ignite, and the Q comes across. First blood to Kareem.
You really are very one-dimensional, as we've been saying, looking to get yourself that full wombo. And it's a risky one to try to do. Now they're going to try to punish 369. Pops the ulti.
Cease and assist, sends JJ under turret. Can they get the knock-up combo? Because JJ's taking a ton of turret aggro. The true shot barrage
Wait, he's got
from Jackie Love is going to find the first kill, and 369 survives. Top Esports could do no wrong in this early game.
Yes, have come to play for, and they're now going to have all 6 available to them. And because of the desync between the Grub spawning and the Drake spawning, they're not even going to be so late that they can't go contest for this Chemtech Drake if they want to.
And you know which comp definitely can play the map a lot more aggressively and much more cohesive moving around the map. JJ's not even out of base.
Yeah.
This dragon's gone.
This one's just gone.
The typical trade for the Grubs not even being found by Invictus Gaming. So much pressure soaked.
Yep. I mean, you're going to lose this bot lane tier 1 tower to Cream right now. That's going to be feats picked up. Actually, without Warfare even going down, that's pretty rare to see have happen.
Yeah, that should get JJ salivating at the play, looking for Jackie Love. That is a rare misposition. This Kanavi and Chris maybe looking to brawl here. Rookie's coming over. Teleport from the Shy coming as well. Weaver's wall down. Kanavi is using the Crescent Guard to make sure nobody can really even challenge him, but he drops the ultimate. Sees an assist down. Kanavi gonna have to flash out. 369 though gets the first big reset, and now the Shy is trapped too far forward. The Sand Soldiers though is gonna throw 369 under the turret. Gonna flash over the wall. The Shy trying to buy as much time as he can. The bullet time just to protect the Scion. We're going to limp away with a slight advantage once more to Top Esports.
More of those Gala just dies in that situation, but still, look at what happens on the backside of this fight. Nobody's able to pick up the Herald. 369 is going to grab this tower for himself as well. And this is what TES do, right? Even when team fights are not 100% in their favor, they fight, but it takes a long time for him to go down, and it means that you just aren't dealing damage onto these main carries.
Whoa! JJ, that is a one-way trip. Does not even pay off. The Dragon picked up by Kanavi. Solar Flare going to go down, slow Mako up, and he should be next on the chopping block. It is looking way too clean from your Split 1 LPL champions.
For ages, over the course of MSI, you're waiting for Split 3 to happen. You know, you really want to be in this top 4. Guarantee yourself a little bit of a break more than anything between now and when the playoffs are.
And, you know, going back to the Shinobi War conversation, right, what made this revitalize, trying to contest any neutrals, while we were talking, Rift Herald was a breeze for Kanavi, just like Kareem finding this pick on a Mako might be a breeze. Dash over the wall for Kanavi. Glacial Fissure I'm going to use just to try to keep Mako up, but the Weaver's Wall will follow you, my friend. Kill found. Mako drops again to Kareem as TES look to just put a stranglehold on this game 1. Issue paper.
Yes. Yeah, we're seeing at the moment where he's taking a ton of damage right here. Great example. Thank you very much, Kareem, for demonstrating our point. And he's walking up into a lot of these team fights already chunked out heavily. JJ, what was that? Hello?
Caught going forward again, has to burn the flash. Unstoppable Onslaught can be dodged by Jackie Love. Does have to burn his own flash. As Kanavi does go in, but 369 on the flank. Looking to try and level this fight, but he can't find any of the kills just yet. IG are able to mop up everybody. Jackie Love's going to go down next. Kareem and 369 can't find these trade kills. 3-0 for IG as they rescue the game state out of nowhere.
Just chase him down. I mean, The Shy just walked at Jackie Love there, Gala to beat his head in, and then once you're missing out on a lot of that Ezreal damage, it was very much just on Cream and 369 to be able to deal the damage they needed to. Like you said, there's a couple kills, mid lane tier 1, and the Drake going over to IG. That's a big swing in gold. White been going fully in either team's favor at the moment. Jackie Love actually potentially caught here.
That flash, yeah, just gets caught trying to go upriver. Jackie Love is mincemeat. That is a sentence I didn't think I'd be saying all series long, and now the floodgates open here for IG as they look to try and chase down Chris, who does some good fancy footwork to dodge out on the Braum stun. Versus Otacon, though, being started up. Do Top Esports really feel confident without their AD carry even trying to contest 4v5?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like here as top, you can't just afford to let this one go. Weavers Wall going to come through just to section things off, but that feels like it's happened a little bit too early. The Weavers Wall just going to go down here. Kanavi, can you steal? It's all on him.
Kanavi, it's got to be the hero steal. Bullet time going on top of Kareem. Chris is going to try and cancel it. Otacon is just boogieing in the middle of all of this. And there is the secure. JJ gets the voracious Otacon GA, and IG can just run away with this fight. What a 180 this game one is taken.
There we go, JJ. After a couple of questionable plays early on, steps up, is able to secure that objective. Cream right here trying to at least pop some of these revives because, yeah, the Baron already going to be falling as well.
Why
with
not?
The jungler dead for another 30 seconds for Top Esports. Exactly. Why not? Huge swing in this game. Can 369 do something about it? Jackie Love back up and available. This one's gone, though. Yeah, it's just over.
It's the Glacial Fissures being so problematic for 369. IG may have found the formula to really win this game, and it's sticking together, tried and true as 5. At this point, it's got them a major gold lead. They're knocking down turrets like they're made of candy by this point. They're going to grab themselves Ocean Soul points. Man, Blocks, do you think we'd be here like 5 minutes ago even?
No, it felt like top they were in the lead, and they've been good at not throwing those away for themselves. Of course, they haven't actually closed out all of their games as 2-0s. They have made things look a little bit harder than it necessarily needed to be. Have to keep the pressure up. I'm surprised they're in this game as well as they are at the moment, considering we still haven't seen that big ulti out of Gala.
No,
okay,
but we have seen Mako get picked many times.
Yep.
And there's no Otacon of the voracious variety to save you, so Mako falls for a 4th time to little to no value. Who will make the first real play here? Becomes the question. You can see how antsy both of these teams are, kind of dancing around each other, especially the poke composition of Top Esports, trying to see if they can chunk out and separate IG. As Kanavi goes for the killer bolt, Gala is going to flash over the Weaver's wall and gets a huge bullet time turn. Cream drops immediately. 369, can he get the world ender resets? No, you're going to eat a Braum stun right to the face, and Rookie brings the Sand Soldier army through. Invictus Gaming, 3-0 again. They might have just turned this game into a big-time W. Hey, Blocks, remember I said that I didn't like Gala on Misfortune because it wasn't skill expressive to his movement ability?
Bit of the damage, although straight back out of that replay, and now we're going to potentially look for this Drake.
This Drake decides the game here. Like you called out, Ocean Soul on this Azir, the Scion, especially the Braum, would be devastating for Top Esports. As Cream tries to set up a big Weaver's Wall. The Solar Flare this time is going to stun out of the bullet time, so you don't get any kills off of that. JJ's trying to brunt 369 out to the side, but goes back in with the Cease and Assist. Cream is down. Everybody is down for your Split 1 champions as IG are going to run this fight. Rookie is going to shut down Jackie Love. There's the ace. There's the game. IG are going to take a 1-0 lead in style.
Yeah, death time is way too long right here for Top Esports. And with the Baron buff still available for another minute and a half, IG, they're just going to close this one out styling right now on TES. After an early game where they were getting pushed around, weren't able to get anything. There was a pretty big gold lead for Top Esports for a while in this one. But this is the IG that we've been waiting to see. This is the IG that we got to see in the placements. It's nice to see it here in Split 2.
What a statement win for Group Ascend.
Being able to play this one out correctly with your spacing, so important, as you've been highlighting. There's so much maneuverability as well.
Bottom lane is Rookie. He's going to come off his mid wave to make sure Kanavi doesn't get too pesky on this blue buff. Both bottom lanes also spotted out.
Fight?
We're going to have some Clown Fiesta early level shenanigans. Jackie Love immediately has to cleanse. JJ's going to throw down the Unbreakable. Kanavi has to hop back over the wall. Flash from JJ's burn. But Gala stacking up those plasma stacks. Has the lead tempo.
Gala.
It's going for Jackie Love. And Gala finds first blood. Down goes Jackie Love. Green's going to find the trade though with Chris. So it's both marksmen falling. But so many summoners burnt.
So the gold not going to be going to anywhere near as much of an effect as IG. That's going to be the cull into Gala's back pocket, so he's all about getting himself to that item spike. First couple of items quickly as possible. TP's coming in the top side. We've got a lot of people around here.
JJ, you do not have flash to play this far up. Kanavi might just get fed a kill here to the dogs. Oh, there we go. Kanavi gets it. That is a big problem for IG going forward to this Nefiri runs away.
That's right. If you can go 2 for 2 and get an early Infernal Drake for your team, that's going to be very worth it right here for JJ and IG.
Called it out. Grubs for Dragon. Going to be the trade, but as we point out from draft, it's important to keep in mind that IG need to keep being the more proactive team on the map. You can see the gold leads are starting to build up for those two, but it even further succinks with Kanavi just being able to farm up like a menace with the lead he's gotten. He's got his Eclipse done.
Yep.
Like IG, I cannot stress how much more proactive they have to be.
Hang on.
Here we go. Grand Starfall. They don't get the Oran Horn knockup. Will they be able to kill out 369? They've got the knockups coming across here. But Kanavi gets the reset. Sure, JJ trades out 369. Both mid laners are rocking up to the party, but Nefiri is unleashed. Kanavi is here to stay. Double kill on the top side.
With JJ only now on the way back in, I'd be very surprised if any of these get stolen away. Great play right here for TES, and it comes off the back of what was a proactive play from IG.
And Top Esports just had the answer. This game is going a lot like the last one, but the difference in compositional strategy from IG fight so much. Maybe with Kanavi's lead, they'll look to try and deny this Dragon. They do have first run coming from the Shy. Kanavi not going to try and mess around with that steal, so Dragon stacking is on the side of IG, but again, you're just settling 369 and Cream into these side lanes of Doom. They're going for the Grand Starfall combination again with the Ornborn knockup. Kanavi's here again. They've got the Realm Warp coming across. 369's going down when the knockups land. Kanavi is going to get bunted out, though. Mako with a good keeper's verdict, and this time, the pick composition doesn't pay the price. Try and shut down this Nefiri, because that was something Mako did a really good job with into 369's Aatrox in the last game, but 6 grubs, hell of a drug. Down goes another turret.
This composition is really good for.
Here we go.
TPs.
Called it. Teleport. They have JackieLove found. Flashes. You're going to have to use the Feather Storm soon, but doesn't get a chance. Gets knocked up. Down goes JackieLove again. And does IG just get a runaway for the hills? Looking to pick off the rest of the members. Big charms come across, though. Chris is locking all of IG in place. Gala finally swings over. 369 goes down first. Here comes IG once again. Just when you think they're out of the game, they find the kills. They find the way. They force the Shinobi Wars. Rookie's charm does it. 4 for 1 for Invictus Gaming.
The back of this one again, TES, it feels like they're just crumbling in these mid-game fights.
And again, I can't believe I'm saying it, Blockster.
So happy with that one.
I mean, there's a bow on the head of JackieLove right now in this game, and it is mind-boggling to watch. Now he's without his flash now as well, which makes him a victim for this dive play over and over again. But it's important to still factor in Top Esports build up enough of a gold surplus that they are...
Crack this tower. It just depends on where the re-engage is right here from IG.
There's no Spirit Rush up here for Rookie. As the mid-tier 1 turret goes down, the Shy channeling the Orn Horn. A couple of big knockups, but they can't go in. Mako can't find a target.
Yeah, of course, IG like those occasionally. It's going to be a TP coming in here from the Shy.
Mako,
bit late.
You are at 40% HP. The Grand Starfall on the backside. Mako needs to knock somebody out. The Realm Warp, how many people is going to take away all members of Top Esports as they avoid the flank?
Their mid-game and late-game team fighting and a lot of their other series was one of the biggest problems they've been running into, not being able to find these big advantages. Kanavi, he doesn't know it, but he is currently surrounded.
Oh, good untargetable, though. Dodges the charm.
In this team fight, the Drake already going to be started up right here for IGTS. It's on them to walk into the darkness.
Kanavi can hop over the wall. Do you got the steal in yet? It's going to be 50-50. Kanavi gets it. Grabs the Cloud Soul in. Now you don't have to fight unless JJ tries to start it, but he's all on his own. Charm doesn't land. Kanavi uses a great untargetable, but Gala gets the first kill. Gala's going crazy on the front line again. Nobody's touching this Kaisa. Nobody's touching IG Gala. Give him the quadra kill. But he can. They don't get the charms. It doesn't matter right now. Gala is just different in this game.
Oh, yeah.
So far ahead. 8-1 now.
369's got a flank. He's going to be spotted at least.
Kanavi,
Oh,
can you be the hero here? Look for the steal angle in. But TES, they're not confident in what they want to go for here. They're going for a pick onto Rookie. Baron is below 2.8k. Mako, very low, poked out the Ornhorn. In goes the Shy. Finds absolutely nobody. Rips the Ornhorn. And Gala gets picked off with the Killer Instinct. The revives are going to come across. But do Top Esports have their fight now without Gala to deal with? The revives are coming across. Rookie cannot get over to JackieLove. Stays safe. The Keeper's Verdict is buying a bit more time for IG to get the revive off. So they're not going to pay with the Baron. But that was a messy, messy fight. The IG synchronization did not come online this time, and TES punished it.
He is going to go. Like you said, it's a big part of being able to win these team fights.
Gala's already 60% HP. Took up a lot of that Baron brunt, but they still really want to fight. Looks like it. JackieLove gets forced out of the Featherstorm, has to charm the cleanse. Does get back there, and this time Mako is punished. JackieLove survives. Finally finds that killer edge we need to see for the TES AD carry.
Just going to lose out onto their support. Now, it doesn't seem like it's going to turn straight into the Baron. The Shy, though, getting chased here. He's tanky, but is he that tanky?
The Shy's just dead. Kanavi chews him up, spits him out, and now I think Top Esports have the Baron under control.
Yeah, really should do. You've obviously still got the jungler up and available and spent enough time that Mako is back. He's trying to run to this one. The Baron is melting. Grand Starfall in. Okay.
JJ, you crazy man. Can you come up with the steal? Oh, they're going for JackieLove. Gala is going to fall. Gala's going to find the kill to JackieLove, but the Baron does go into the hands of Top Esports. Rookie has to bail out, and that GA does jack squat for Gala. He's not strong enough to stand up to 3 members of TES as they stabilize this game state. Oh, Rookie. Oh, Rookie.
I think
you are lucky Spirit Rush is back up, my friend. You are lucky.
Mako being in the area, just about going to keep Rookie alive right now, but yeah, not ideal. And this is exactly what we'd been talking about for IG. A clean team fight where you're able to have Gala working his way through that one pretty much untouched. Otherwise, I don't know if they're going to be able to win this one. TES is such a good team, and they are clawing their way back into this one. They are now on soul point.
Not going to be channeled this time, but IG are struggling to hold their base at all.
Yeah.
Baron 6 grubs is so oppressive.
Yeah, we highlighted the 6 grubs earlier on, and with the Baron buff, these towers are just going to be melting. IG, they don't really have the wave clear to be able to step up to this one. If they want it, they have to go for the fight.
Okay, Featherstorm out from JackieLove, who's originally been the target. Keeper's Verdict's going to send him out. This time they get the slam onto Cream. Cream's trying to survive, goes into the stasis. Mako's able to survive, but the dogs will hunt him down. Down goes Cream. JJ's going after Chris. Gets a huge knockup. In goes Kanavi. Gala trying to kite back, but Kanavi will hunt him down. The pack smells blood in the water, and now the rest of IG are just going to crumble to the might of Top Esports. The Shy will not survive. Rookie teleported to his base just to be the only one to tell the tale of TES rescuing the series.
20 seconds still on the Baron, and we've got long enough death timers right now that at least this inhibitor is going to be under threat. With 6 grubs, you can go for the game right now. Do you want to overpush this one, though? TES, if they throw the game away right here, it's going to feel so bad. First Nexus Tower is going to take a huge chunk of damage. Miko has respawned. 17 seconds until Gala's back up.
They just can't do anything. Mako's dead. Rookie doesn't have Spirit Rush. He doesn't have Flash. He doesn't have anything. And Top Esports, despite the heroic team fighting of IG once more, this time survive and send us the distance. It's the most stock standard front-to-back comp you're going to see, right? Maybe you can plug really a lot of AD carries into this type of style.
Away from this bottom lane right now, potentially we're going to have that skirmish around the grubs pretty soon. Crisp, where's the hook?
There it is, Dredge line down into the Deadly Flourish. They are locking up Mako. In come the junglers. Kanavi's trying to get towards him. The flash forward, the shot for JackieLove. He has his revenge for first blood. Kanavi does take a turret shot. Gala's going to be able to get excited. Here comes the turn. Crisp is the next target. Has to flash himself out.
Back up, though, to be fair.
Can he steal one of them?
Can he steal it?
Mako's
I think probably not.
He's got a pulverize. JJ has his smite still. Bop. See you later. 3 grubs, IG. Nice try, Kanavi. He was cute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to say it's worth to stand around right there. You probably actually don't want to be wasting your time just watching that last grub go down. Or tower shots and allows Gala to be able to pick that kill up.
Whoa!
Hang on. Whoa!
First
Hello!
impale of the game, Jagulov.
Oh,
You have nowhere to
triple
go.
knock-up.
You're eating the rock to the face. Barrier will not save him. Gala gets the first kill. Gala gets excited. Shockwave down. IG first to move towards the top side, and they grab themselves the feats of warfare.
And this is what we've been seeing recently, where IG, they're able to get themselves advantages, usually in the mid-game, but they are doing this early at the moment, exactly the kind of composition
Crisp.
you want to do this with. Crisp
About
attempting
to
to walk away. He's going to
play.
get stunned up into the wall and taken down right here. 3 kills over to IG for nothing.
That is 2 kills on Rookie. That is the first kill on Gala. Here comes the Inferno Death Rocket.
Oh.
I don't think it would have killed 369 regardless, but good to let him know that Gala can snipe him wherever he is on the map.
Yeah, just assert dominance in this situation. Throw that one out. Unlikely that you're going to really miss having it. Not got 369, who was proxying out some waves. TP actually going to come
CP.
through from the Shy.
Oh, the Glacial Prison there from Kanavi completely whiffs. They're going after Gala, though, with the depth charge. Jackie not able to find the kill there. Now Kanavi is on the back foot. Here comes the Shy on that Nidalee. 1 spear, 1 kill.
Oh,
Kanavi
boy.
down. Chris next. 2 more kills to IG, and the Grubs are going to be their prize.
Oh, the Shy, he's still stepping up right now. Manages to get the flash out of Jackie Love as well.
He doesn't get the 5v4 advantage, swaying that fight. It's the small, big things in the early game that are coming up huge for IG, except for that last grub. Kanavi steals it away. 369 has dominance popped off, and it's Rookie that gets picked off, trying to hover over towards that river right as we're praising IG. They bite off a little bit more than they can chew.
Yeah, just a little bit right.
The better early game teams, but the Shy may be picked off here. Entire Nautilus combo down. Does dodge the Deadly Flourish, but eats a Dredge line in the face. Shy has to flash. Now he's going to use the Cougar stance to try and jump out. Curtain call, not going to be used. Kanavi flashing after the Shy, using his fancy footwork, gets over the wall, but eats a Glacial Prison right to the jaw and shatters it. Kanavi completes the kill that TES were so desperate to find. But what does the
Play
response
looks like
look
it's going to be a dive.
Yeah, you called it out there, Blockster. They're going after 369. Remember, he does not have dominance, so the Croc can't get angry. The Croc can't really disrupt this dive unless he flashes, but Mako's Unbreakable Will makes it an easy dive to complete. Rookie gets a kill back there for IG.
They're actually, TES were able to actually pick themselves up that first brick there just about, despite the fact that both the top and bot lane towers were incredibly low for IG. They were just able to get that play off a little bit quicker. TES showing that they are not just going to roll over and let this game happen to them. They are still fighting in this one, and with a composition that scales quite so well with the Victor, with the Jhin, they are still going to be powerhouses later on into the game. First items now being completed across the board. Better for IG and JJ in this one. 9 seconds until the next Drake is going to spawn. Kanavi getting jumped right now. JJ incoming too.
JJ, Impale is available. Gonna go for it. Kanavi's not that tanky. Into the chompers.
Oof.
Pulling the prey into the trap on his own. JJ knocks out Kanavi. 369 wants a piece of the Shy once more. Dominus pop of the Shy. This guy just doesn't take that much damage. It's taking full double combos from this Dominus Croc, but 369 bides his time and finds the solo bolo.
There we go. That's what you were hoping for from 369. Finally going to be able to pick himself up a kill, get rid of that Cougar in his lane. And it's going to be a trade back and forth. Kill in the top side for a kill, and the Drake bottom for IG. Able to do so. You have to poke down 369 first and then go for the plays, or have a couple of your friends waiting in the wings, try to bait 369 in. In the straight up 1v1, you really don't win that at this point in the game. Maybe once you get a couple more items under your belt as the Shy, and you're able to try to one-tap game. Herald, gonna go down into the middle lane. TP coming through from Cream. Everybody is in the area.
All right, Mako, he wants to go for the ride. He eats the Glacial Prison. He has the Unbreakable Will, so Mako's feeling pretty comfortable on this front line. They're going to impale 369. Dominus doesn't mean squat when you've got a machine gun of a Jinx on the front side. Ooh. Down goes 369. It's going to make this Dragon in about minute. Oh, it's still a minute 30 out. Yeah. I baited myself. It won't cost them too much.
No, but it does mean that this mid lane tower going to be under massive threat right now, even if the Herald isn't able to pick it up in the first instance. Those grubs that you picked up earlier on for IG are going to point, and at the same time, they just don't have the vision in the Drake area.
Yeah, they might get pushed out of their own mid lane here as JJ goes forward with the Ixtal's impact. He's holding on towards that Impale. Kanavi's going to have to flash over, though the Gravity Well is going to hold the Skarner in place as the Shy pulls up to the party. Shockwave lands, though, onto Cream. He'll stay safe for now, and now the top Esports turn comes out. Current call down. Can these find any big-time targets? The 4-shot being held there by Jackie Love as the Shy survives 369's onslaught with the dominance off to the side, but the Shy, he dives in on his own. The Shy, no, you griefed it! Now the Dreadslide lands on a Mako. He doesn't have the Unbreakable Will. Has to burn the flash, but Chris eats the rocket from Gala. Now Gala gets excited. Flashes galore as everyone's trying to run away from each other. Now nobody wants to smoke anymore. And we're going to limp away with only 3 meager kills unless JJ gets a little too big for his britches. And everyone settles back down, but it's top Esports thanks to the Shy finding a marginal win and maybe stopping the Dragon stacking.
Walk away. IG, walk away.
Oh,
no.
no.
They're going to TP in. Nope,
It's
they
IG
don't know
Blosser.
how to walk away.
Oh boy, all right, so they're TPing in to a 3v5 where the Dragon is already gone, and, well, I guess they traded TPs, so...
Hang on a
what's
second.
going on in the pip here? Yeah,
Hang on
what
a
are we
second.
going on? Is Rookie caught here? Rookie does not have flash. Nope.
Who's
They
caught?
just
Hang on, TP.
slithered the way out. Oh, okay, Shockwave.
Crisp
is caught. Here comes the Shy. Once again, diving in the face of 3 members of top Esports. The Glacial Prison from Kanavi, though, goes wide, so they can't luck off the Shy, and now he gets to throw down his fangs and push the tempo forward with Mako, who likes his confidence with the Unbreakable Will. Gets the headbutt knockup, throws the Ignite down, rocket through, Kanavi down! IG get their 80 carry on a big reset, but I think they're just going to settle down and hopefully take this Otacon as their spoils of victor.
Quite as strong necessarily, although
Big
with
XP
a lot of the
gains.
Drake stacking going down, and like you said, yeah, the XP gains also going to feel pretty good in this one for them to have one that doesn't allow them to go flying into the backline.
Are we sure they know that there are 2 different types of Otacon? No, I'm kidding.
Looking for that ulti to just be able to one-tap this poor Jhin. It does now mean that as Jackie Love, you're going to have to play these next set of fights up way further back. It's going to be partly why IG were able to just go grab themselves that Drake so easily. And you can see everybody on TS scattering.
They're going for Cream. He does flash out the Shockwave. The Shockwave finds nothing here. Gala is brunted on the backside. Can they get that first kill, though? Cream will not relent. Gala going to dodge out of that dredge line. Kanavi's going forward. Do they get the Heartsteel proc? Yes, but will it cost them everything else? Because top Esports is crumbling on the backside. Sure, you got Gala, but you didn't get IG. 369 will find Mako, but it's scrapped as the rest of TES feeds to the slaughter.
Kanavi going on a little bit of a magical journey right now through the rest of the jungle. IG giving Chase and Walls a suggestion to this composition. Kanavi gonna most likely fall right here. Yep, he is dead as well. This is gonna be an ace going on over to IG. They can't turn it into a Baron. They lose too many members for that. But TES, they throw everything and the kitchen sink at getting Gala and pay the price.
They're too far behind for that to be the only way to win these fights.
Take them out, and this fight, it's a mess, sure, but it very much is going to be IG favored. Now the Baron falling under 5,000 at this point. It's just gone.
There we go, IG! Successful Baron takes.
Are they doing it?
They're just a different animal
Slayer,
today.
Are they doing it?
And in this game 3, look at the top side. Gala was a standout in game 1. You got the player of the game. But it's JJ that's been proactive. It's Rookie that has more than enough damage. It's those two, the mid-jungle duo, that might be what puts IG over the hump against top Esports.
They do it. They're being able to push onto the tower right now. These Baron-empowered cannon minions doing work. They also had 5 grubs picked up earlier on in the game, so towers will begin to fall. Midwave isn't being pushed through right now. They're just kind of looking to play through a single lane. See what happened in the picture-in-picture as well. Wow. The Shy actually able to survive into that one. And now the push coming through. They're actually pouring minions into the base.
They're pushing their grubs in the Nexus turrets.
Wow, it's melting.
Top Esports, you gotta fight here at some point. You can't give everything. 369 gets punted halfway across the fight by Mako. They're trying to knock down this last Nexus turret before they really go for the fight.
Gone.
Top Esports, your base is crumbling. The series is crumbling in front of you. And it's Jackie Love that gets picked off.
They've done it.
Soak it in, ladies and gentlemen. IG have done it. They finally found themselves a battle in the Shinobi Wars 1-2-1 over Top Esports.
Oh, they're just not quite going to be able to get that final kill onto...
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.